Alright guys, this is that segment every week where we take a break from the mainstream wrestling and we talk about the hard-working people in the indies. This is the indie news, but we're bringing back, for the first time in a couple weeks now, Kevin Knox got a brand new Indie Question of the Week.
Yeah, Indie Question. We're going to be doing that a little more sparingly than we had in the past.
Yeah.
This Indie Question segment, the question was a two-parter. Who is your favorite promo guy?
Bray Wyatt.
Then and now. Basically. Now, your favorite promo guy currently and your favorite promo guy of all time.
Bray Wyatt and Ric Flair.
It's your favorite promo guy of the future.
What about you? Who's your favorite promo guy? Now and all time.
Now, Dean Ambrose. All time. Much harder question to answer. Chris Jericho, probably.
Jericho's a great promo guy.
Yeah.
I didn't say if I had to answer the question, which I'm going to now. I'm proposing it to myself.
Hey.
Currently, I'm probably going to say Dean Ambrose, too. And all time...
I think I know what you're going to say.
I got a kind of a toss-up in my head right now.
I think I know what you're going to say.
Bruce.
No.
I'm going to go with The Rock.
Oh, not what I thought you were going to say.
You thought I was going to say Mick Foley?
Nope. Macho Man.
Macho Man. I do love Macho Man promos. But I think maybe The Rock might be my all-time favorite promo guy.
Yeah. Rock was always solid.
Anybody who can come up with the catchphrases that are going to catch on with everybody.
Which is like every single one of them.
Yeah.
Ever.
Alright, well, we got a couple answers this week. Davey Vega of the Submission Squad, not from the Power Rangers, said current favorite promo guy, Bray Wyatt.
Good choice.
Favorite promo guy of all time, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah.
Also a good choice.
Yes, the old-timey King of Swing, Dasher Hatfield, one half of Chikara's Campeones de Parejas, said current favorite promo guy, Bray Wyatt.
Hey.
Favorite promo guy of all time was the tie between Dusty Rhodes and Kurt Angle.
It's true, baby.
Good mashup.
Thank you.
Fellow Ginger, Darren Corbin. Not to be confused with NXT superstar Baron Corbin.
Oh, we'll get to him in a little while.
Yeah. Said favorite current promo guy, Bray Wyatt.
Hey!
Bray Wyatt's 3 for 3. And favorite promo guy of all time, the Hot Rod Roddy Piper.
Just when you think you got the answers, I changed the questions.
And last but not least, Drew Gulak. Who do you guess he thought favorite promo guy of current times?
Definitely Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Flo from the Progressive Auto Insurance commercials.
We were close. We were close.
Yeah.
Favorite promo guy of all time?
Also Bray Wyatt.
The Rock.
Ronald McDonald.
Rockland McDonald. I was close.
Yeah, those were the answers we got. Thank you, guys.
Flo and Ronald. Thank you.
Those are the best answers.
That's pretty much
Mr. Gulak, thank you very much.
That's pretty much it. These are becoming our kind of our answer crew.
Yes.
Davey Vega, Dasher, Darren Corbin, and Drew Gulak.
Thank you all for participating in the Indie
You guys
Question.
are pretty
We
rad.
appreciate you guys. If you could give us a shout out, we would love you.
Yeah, well, I'll be sure
We
to
love you
We
long
love
time.
you. We already love you, but
I'll be sure to post a link on Twitter tagging you guys in and thanking you again because we love your answers.
yeah.
They're gold.
We
They're
appreciate
gold.
everything you guys tell us.
Gold every time.
And, you know, who knows, in a couple days, I might post a video giving you a player dose from the Super Smash Brothers answers.
That'd be
Because
awesome.
he seems to always answer 3 or 4 days after we film the show.
Which is cool. We appreciate it.
So yeah, we had 2 big Chikara shows this past weekend. We had Thunderball and
Moonraker.
Yeah, Moonraker at the next title defense match at Moonraker.
That's right.
So we're gonna get started with some Thunderball results. Spectral Envoy defeated the Block Party in an unannounced opener.
Yeah, that was that's cool.
Yeah, trios match. Then we had 3.0 defeat the Aftermath in tag team action.
Did we ever find out who the Aftermath is? Because
You know,
this
I
was
read-
someone that We don't know who they are.
I read their names when I was writing the results down, and I don't remember.
Well, sorry, you were in a match with 3.0. We like them better.
And that match earned 3.0 their third point towards the Campeones de House contention.
Booyah!
Ashley Remington defeated Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Awesome.
Nothing.
In a battle of who's got a better German
We
suplex.
got 3 points. 3.0.
3 points.
3.0.
Oh.
Your team, the Osirian Portal,
Oh, yeah.
defeated Flex, Rumble Crunch, and Oleg the Usurper,
Yes.
managed by Sydney Bacabella.
Yes.
Was originally supposed to be Oleg and Jaka, the team that eliminated them from the tag team gauntlet. Jaka wasn't able to make the weekend travels, so he was replaced by Flex, Rumble Crunch, and all the matches.
Right. My boy's getting revenge for King of Trios.
But then their stablemates, the Devastation Corporation, Max Smash, Smasher, and Blaster McMassive, would defeat Fire Ant and Worker Ant in a tag team match.
Fuck you guys.
Then their stablemate, Silver Ant, would defeat Shinron in a one-on-one match that was said to be match of the night.
Oh, come. It's Shinron and
had
Silver
to.
Ant.
And he beat him with a cutter out of nowhere. To fit with the themes of
I like it.
all the trending of last week. And then the main event
Well played, Chikara.
was Team Chikara, Icarus, Eddie Kingston, and the Campione de House, Dasher Hatfield, Mr. Touchdown, taking on the Flood, Jimmy Jacobs, 17, Noken, and Jakob Hammermeyer.
Alright.
And Team Chikara wins.
Woo! Good job.
Go
We like
Chikara. Chikara!
Then, the next night, we open up Moonraker with Shinron versus Missile Assault Ant. Shinron defeats him with a 630 splash off the second rope,
Wow.
called the Double Dragon.
Awesome name. How you pull that off from the second rope is fucking phenomenal.
Then we had the Atomicos Ridiculoso. Which,
This is the teams on either side?
yeah, it's Dasher Hatfield, Ashley Remington, El Hiodo Ice Cream, and Shane Matthews versus Mr. Touchdown, Archibald Peck, Ice Cream Jr., and Scott Parker. The Touchdown, Peck, Ice Cream Jr., and Scott Parker team won.
It's really hard to keep track when teams are split up.
Yeah. And then we had the
Especially when it's
BDK.
ice cream.
The Spectral Envoy taking on the BDK. BDK represented by Jakob Hammermeyer, Nauken, and their Jakob's former stablemate from the original BDK, Delirious.
I called it.
Yeah, he
I called it last
did.
week.
Good job. During the match, Jakob uses the Eye of Tyr that he was using to control Nauken, gives it to Delirious, who apparently uses it to coax Ultramanus Black away from the match, giving Jakob Hammermeyer a chance to hit his knockout punch on Hollow Wicked for the win.
Interesting.
So Delirious and Hollow Wicked have gone off, or Delirious and Ultramanus have gone off to who knows where. We're gonna find out in a couple weeks,
Yep.
I think.
I'm interested.
Yeah, and then we had Eddie Kingston versus Volgar from the Flood, and Eddie Kingston wins with the back fist of the future. But this prompts Jimmy Jacobs and a few of the Flood members to come out and start attacking Eddie Kingston. The Chikara roster comes out in support of Kingston, starts fighting off the Flood. Deucalion makes his presence felt. He lays out Shinron and Silver Ant.
Not killing them.
No, but then he hits the choke breaker, his death blow, onto Archibald Peck.
What?
Just saying that Archibald Peck was saving Gavin from taking the choke breaker. So now we've lost the unadulterated, undisputed leader of the band. Read the Chikara blogs. This did not set well with Gavin or Eddie Kingston.
Oh, I bet.
Rest in peace, Archie.
And then we had another kind of disappointing moment. The Wrecking Crew, which is all three members of the Devastation Corporation, and Oleg the Usurper, would defeat the first time ever tag teaming combination of the Batiri and Team NRG. They hit the death blow on Hyper Aquel of NRG for the win.
I was just gonna say I blame the Coco Beware and Owen Hart ripoffs.
Yeah. And then, in kind of a no surprise, the Colony in Trios action defeated the Block Party. And Icarus...
Block Party's not doing too well.
No.
They lost 2 nights in a row.
And then Icarus defended successfully the Grand Championship against the quote-unquote leader of the Flood, Jimmy Jacobs.
Very nice.
Post-match, Deucalion came out attempting to attack Jimmy Jacobs for failing. Icarus speared Deucalion and actually knocked him down. First person to knock him down and unintentionally saving Jimmy Jacobs.
Wow.
Whoa.
And that is what happened last weekend in a nutshell. We're going to move on to things that are about to happen.
Stuff in a nutshell.
Things that are going to happen.
Nutshell.
Yeah. Things that are going to happen in the future. We're starting with Ring of Honor.
Yes. Ring of Honor, as we've been giving you updates over the last couple weeks, is coming close to their Survival of the Fittest tournament, which will be next weekend, the 7th and the 8th of November.
My birthday is one of those days.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting closer to Survival of the Fittest, which will be this
I'm
weekend,
excited
the
for this
7th and
tournament.
the 8th. It's been building up. We got the last 2 participants named for the tournament. I believe it was Tuesday morning. Nigel McGuinness, the matchmaker of Ring of Honor, took to YouTube, posting a video letting us know that the newest announced tournament participant will be the 2006 winner of the tournament, Delirious. He'll be coming back. This is, so this will be his 4th tournament. He was in the 2000, he won the 2006. In 2007, he was eliminated in the first round by Austin Aries. And then in 2009, he went to the finals. But that one was ultimately won by Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins. So he's making his 4th appearance in the tournament. He's kind of an oddball because he hasn't really been in Ring of Honor much as of late.
He's a little known fact, he's the head trainer of the Ring of Honor training camp.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see.
The picture they have on the Ring of Honor's page is him in a suit.
With the
Yeah.
Matt, huh? I don't know how you get direction out of Ba. And I mean, everyone else seems to speak it.
How's Steve Carell? Tells the weather.
If you've seen that movie. And then finally, there were.
Even if you haven't.
This is true. There were rumors that Michael Elgin was going to be the last participant in this tournament.
Yeah, with him newly returning to Ring of Honor.
He's making his return. Just made his return this past weekend at the Lakeland show. So this didn't sit well with Tommaso Ciampa, who took to YouTube also just after Nigel McGuinness announced that Delirious would be taking his own spot in the tournament. Tommaso said, "You know what, Nigel, you've been wanting me to prove myself. You've been wanting to say that I need to follow the rules. You want me to win a championship. I want to win a championship, so give me this shot." And Nigel took that into consideration, and we now have Tommaso Ciampa in the 14th spot.
The Sicilian psychopath.
We have him in the 14th spot in this tournament. So we have an official lineup of all of the first round matches coming up.
Ooh.
And it's...
Lay it on me.
Yeah, it's going to be...
No, literally.
No, I'm not...
Lay it on me.
No.
No?
Lay on him.
No. No, it's weird. It's weird.
Lay on Thomas? You tell him?
Of course.
What an asshole.
He's my tag team partner. Back off. No. All right. So we already announced last week that Matt Sydal was going to be taking on ACH in the very first one.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an incredible match.
We also announced that. Oh no, we didn't. No, these are actually all brand new.
Everything else is new.
This has been really rapid fire this week. So after Matt Sydal versus ACH, we now know that the World TV Champion Jay Lethal will be taking on Hanson.
Wow. Big size discrepancy between the two of them.
Absolutely. We have current young boy to the decade Adam Page taking on the no longer going to take the bullying Cedric Alexander. So that I don't know too much about either of these guys. I did see Alexander on a recent episode of Ring of Honor TV. So it'll be interesting to see how he fares, and I'm interested to see more of Adam Page. Tommaso Ciampa, the final person added to the tournament, will be taking on Caprice Coleman.
Caprice.
Kind of feel bad for Caprice Coleman.
Yeah, Tommaso
Tommaso
Ciampa's he's
mean.
crazy.
He's mean.
Yeah. Yeah, him and fucking Elgin had an awesome match a couple weeks ago on ROH
And they
TV.
tried to attack the commentator, Kevin Kelly.
Yeah. The fuck?
What a dick.
And then we have the Messiah, the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, taking on Tadarius Thomas.
That'll be fun.
And in our final qualifier in the first round, we have Adam Cole taking on Delirious.
That's a clash of styles if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's very popular, very... I'm a wrestler, and I'm arrogant and in your face. Delirious is very... I'm going to run around the ring screaming after the bell rings.
Yeah. It's going to be... I don't know how Adam Cole is going to take to Delirious, but it'll be interesting to see. And then in our main event of that night, we'll be having the Kingdom, represented by Michael Bennett and Matt Taven, taking on the Briscoe Brothers.
Sounds like it's going to be a hell of a show.
It'll be a no DQ tag team grudge match, because the Briscoes, amongst other people, have been having a lot of issues with the Kingdom as of late.
Yeah, well, Mike Bennett and Matt Taven have never been quick to make friends with people, so...
Very true. Moving on to night 2, which will be November 8th.
Not my birthday.
That could be my birthday. Is it Thomas Wolf's birthday?
We've got some matches depending on who gets eliminated from the tournament from night 1.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Taven will be taking on the loser of Matt Sydal and ACH.
Oh, I like how they're doing this.
Yeah.
That's the Randy Orton match.
It's
the contract on the
It literally says Matt Taven versus Matt Sydal or ACH. Michael Bennett will be taking on either Tommaso Ciampa or Caprice Coleman. And Adam Page or Cedric Alexander will take on Jay Lethal or Hanson.
Okay. All right.
So, depending on who wins night 1, we'll be moving on to singles matches in night 2, because all the winners of the qualifiers will be moving on to the 6-way eliminator for the finals to win survival of the fittest.
6-way eliminators are fun to watch, by the way.
Oh, I bet. In addition to that,
on top of that,
As well as that.
it probably will be on top of that, because we'll be moving towards the main event of the night.
It'll happen right on top of it, actually.
We have
second ring.
Yeah,
up
a ring above a ring.
They have a hover ring.
We have 2 tag team matches added to this show as well. We have the Decades, Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer, taking on...
BJ is my homeboy.
Taking on Moose and R.D. Evans with Veda Scott in their corner.
All right.
R.D. Evans is the lawyer, I believe, of recently deceased Archibald Peck.
He is.
Which I'm sure he's got...
R.D. Evans Esquire.
I'm sure he's got
a lot of legal matters going on.
Tons of things going on in his mind right now. But then, what everyone's really looking forward to, we have for the very first time
ever,
The Addiction, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian taking on the Briscoe Brothers. They recently
That's going to be a fun one.
They recently teamed up together, I believe last month for a Ring of Honor show. They took on Redragon and somebody else. Didn't write that down. But yeah, so they've teamed together. This is the first time that these 2 teams have actually faced each other.
Yeah.
So this is going to be
awesome.
it's going to be an interesting tag team match, because I mean, the Briscoes are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Straight up.
The Briscoes are men. Like, they are like manly men who like to hit people.
Yeah.
Well,
Think like the Trailer Park Boys on steroids.
no thank you. They are trailer park boys on steroids.
Probably.
I don't think they're on steroids.
No.
They're not. They're not in that good
Ring of
shape.
Honor. Does Ring of Honor have a wellness policy?
Probably.
I hope so.
But on top of that, moving on to another show, Glory by Honor 13. We talked about
13 years of Ring of Honor.
We talked about ACH getting his title shot against Jay Briscoe.
Yes.
In addition to that, there will be another title match where R.D. Evans, the leader of the New Streak, he's undefeated in Ring of Honor, will be taking on the TV champion Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
If R.D. wins, this will be his first championship win in Ring of Honor.
I like any match that Jay Lethal's in.
What I've got an interesting dynamic in this match is that both these guys have managers.
Yes, we will.
Jay Lethal's got Truth Martini, and
R.D.'s got Veda Scott.
Yeah. I can't think. Veda Scott.
She blocks out any. You can't think straight when you think of Veda Scott. Have you seen Veda Scott?
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen Veda Scott.
I've seen her lots. But that is it for the Ring of Honor side of things.
Yeah, that's it. No more Ring of Honor.
Let's move on to our good old buddies that we don't usually hit on. Let's go to PWG.
All right, PWG, man, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. This segment here, I'm going to take you over a couple different promotions and upcoming shows they all have coming up here. Yeah, PWG, I don't know the name of the show, but it's going to be happening December 12th. And it's got a stacked card if I ever heard one. King Ricochet. We know Ricochet has been having a stellar year. Winning best of the Super Juniors. So the PWG card on December 12th has already been decided. Ricochet winning, also on top of this, has won PWG's annual Battle of Los Angeles, earning himself a title shot at this upcoming show against Kyle O'Reilly.
Look at you, Ricochet.
There's going to be Bobby Fish versus Roderick Strong. I think this might be a rematch of the last show they had.
Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly are the two members of Redragon, the ROH Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trevor Lee is going to be taking on Chris Hero. Cedric Alexander is going to be taking on Adam Cole.
They're pretty cool.
Yep.
There's going to be, they're dubbing it the world's meanest fatal four-way match. Biff Busick, Brian Cage, Uhaa Nation, and Tommaso Ciampa.
Ow. That's all I can say about that match.
That's a fatal ow way.
The tag team titles are going to be on the line. The world's cutest tag team, Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae, are going to be defending against Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. The bestest friends, I have dubbed them, which is the team of the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, are teaming with Johnny Gargano.
Hey.
Taking on Rich Swann, AR Fox, and ACH. That match is going to blow my mind. On top of that, another mind-blowing match. It's a tag team match between the Young Bucks against, for the first time ever, going against Chris Sabin and Matt Sydal.
What?
Holy shit.
Don't blink during that match.
You're going to miss something.
I'm trying to blink right now.
No, the match hasn't started yet.
Okay.
Let's
that would have sucked.
Yeah.
Let's take things, so that's December 12th. We're going to go back a step to December 5th.
Oh. Rewind.
No, we're going to go one day forward, actually, to December 13th.
Time travel. Back.
Yeah. CZW Cage of Death 16. No participants announced yet. But 16 years of Cage of Death. This is insane.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of these Cage of Deaths.
That's half as long as WrestleMania's been around.
Yeah. Think about that.
That's crazy.
Now we're going to go back in
Cage
time.
of Death, you crazy.
Thank you for that.
The World Wrestling Network will present Shine 23.
Nice.
The all-female promotion. Live on iPay-per-view.
Very cool.
On December 5th. Coming this direction, November 22nd, IWS, the International Wrestling Syndicate, will be doing their annual Wrestle Bowl in Rahway, New Jersey. And some of the matches have been announced, but I'm just going to go run down over the more star power that they're bringing to the show.
All right.
Mick Foley and Jerry Lynn are going to be making appearances on the show.
Very cool.
They're bringing guest commissioners the Insane Clown Posse. We're also going to have EC3, Colt Cabana, Gregory Irons and Zach Gowen, the Handicap Heroes. Brian Myers, formerly Kurt Hawkins. Amazing Red, Tony Nese, Shinron, and Eddie Kingston.
Wow.
All these guys plus more. Starman is going to be there. Not to be confused with Stardust.
Mandust.
Mandust.
You.
That would be their tag team name.
November...
Because the Stars...
Wouldn't be Dustman?
Maybe. But the Stars can't...
Sounds like a vacuum.
November 28th, Absolute Intense Wrestling in Cleveland, Ohio is presenting Hell on Earth 10. 3 matches have been announced. We've got Alex Shelley versus Josh Prohibition.
Oh,
EC3 is going to be taking on Johnny Gargano.
interesting.
Johnny Gargano. And Marion Fontaine. Yeah, not this one. This one.
And not Kevin Owens.
No. Kevin Owens. The new NXT rookie.
Yeah. Amazing that they already put him on a shirt.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool.
Well, 2 guys they haven't hired yet. These guys are actually going to feud with Adam Rose and the Bunny. No.
He's going to rip the Bunny apart.
Marion Fontaine is going to be taking on Rockstar Spud.
Oh. Is that... Mary Fontaine doesn't wear a bow tie, does he?
No.
Okay.
Not usually.
Okay.
He has a mustache.
I was going to say, is that another battle of the bow ties? But
no. Then coming up to this closer weekend, November 15th. We've got a lot of stuff going on the November 15th, 16th weekend.
yes, we do.
House of Hardcore 7. House of Hardcore moving back into the the old ECW arena. They call it, it's the 2300 arena now or something like that. It's based off the address.
Yeah.
But it's like they're whoever owns it now is letting wrestling shows come back in.
That's cool.
So they're advertising. Eddie Kingston is going to go one-on-one with Jigsaw.
Fuck yeah.
Christian York is going to go one-on-one with. I put on the wrong name completely. Christian York is going to go against Brian Myers, formerly Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
I wrote Brian Cage. Completely different promotion. We're going to see the Wolves. They're going to take on Harry Smith and Lance Archer.
That is an interesting tag team.
Yeah.
They've been running the Indies together now. They're a tag team now.
It's the Gate Foundation.
Yeah.
The Heart Crashers.
That sounds much more violent. Austin Aries put on an open challenge at the last House of Hardcore show. It has been answered by none other than Drew Galloway, a.k.a. the former Drew McIntyre. That match is going to be really intense.
I'm definitely interested in seeing that one. That's gonna be
We're going to have an old school Extreme Rules match between EC3 and Tommy Dreamer. I'm getting this thing. EC3 is getting around.
I feel like WWE was kind of holding him back. Like, he didn't get anywhere there.
Yeah.
And as soon as he left, he's fucking everywhere.
And on top of that, we're going to have Matt and Jeff Hardy versus Nick and Matt Jackson, the Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. This is basically like the Hardy Boys versus the Hardy Boys 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But better.
Yeah. The Indie Taker and Corporate Kane. If you don't get that reference, you need to listen to The Art of Wrestling.
The Indie Taker and the 5-head Nick Jackson. And then same weekend, the 15th and the 16th, we've got 2 Chikara shows.
Two more Chikara shows.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service is going to be on the 15th in Haverhill, Massachusetts. We've got 4 matches announced for that. We've got Worker Ant taking on Prakash Sabar of the Block Party. We've got another Block Party representative. The Proletariat Board of Moldova is going to be going one-on-one against Shinron, the Spirit Dragon. Then we're going to have the Flood in a 4-on-4 match. Not announced who's going to be on that team yet.
Which is usually kind of the thing the Flood does.
Yeah.
It's just like the Flood, and you just kind of get who you get.
It's like a Christmas present from a stranger.
They also fill up a room really fast.
Which, ironically, they do.
Yeah.
Fairly often.
That's why they chose the name.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
They're going to be going against another first-time pairing of 2 teams that were former rivals of each other. We're getting the first time ever that Hollowicked and Frightmare of the Spectral Envoy are going to be teaming with the Batiri.
Ooh.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
That is a terrifying...
I usually want to see Chikara matches, but I want to see that a lot.
That's a whole
I
lot of
know
scary
one
on
that
that
you're
team.
really looking forward to. Sydney Bakabella's Wrecking Crew in its entirety. So we're talking Jaka, Oleg, and the 3 members of the Devastation Corporation are going to be taking on Icarus, the Throwbacks, and the Osirian Portal in 5-on-5 Atomicos action.
Chikara.
Your guys. You picked the Golden Trio.
No, I didn't pick Golden Trio.
No, you didn't pick the Golden Trio?
No.
I thought you picked the Golden Trio.
No, I picked 3-pack.
Oh, you picked 3-pack. Oh.
Yeah. No. But because...
But you like the Golden Trio.
I do like the Golden...
And your favorite team is the Osirian Portal.
Yeah. I love the Osirian Portal.
This is like your guys versus Sidney Bacabella's guys.
Hell yeah.
This is your chance to get revenge.
I put this team together.
Revenge.
I put this team together to take on you, Sidney Bacabella.
He's going to be in the corner.
I couldn't pick Archie. Because of some unforeseen...
Douche-alien.
Yeah. And I couldn't pick 3.0 because they have an important match.
Yeah. The next night. Yeah.
So
we're going the next night on the 16th for Your Eyes Only from South Windsor, Connecticut.
Oh.
That sounds fancy.
It does.
Sounds like Haverhill, Massachusetts.
Windsor. Isn't that a car? Sounds like
a car.
No,
Windsor is also a city in Ontario.
Ah. I don't know why I thought it was a car.
But for the first time ever, we're getting Worker Ant against Hollow Wicked.
That's interesting.
We're going to get the match that I know you're also looking forward to because it's the revenge match. The Osirian Portal is going to go in a tag team action against Jaka and Oleg, the team that eliminated them from the tag team gauntlet on night 3 of King of Trios.
2 nights in a row. We're going to get revenge. It's going to happen.
We have a one-on-one match build between Frightmare and Delirious. This is going to put a weird little twist to the storyline where we know that Delirious has Ultramanus Black and the Eye of Tyr. So how is this going to come into play during the show?
Speaking of which, the last time we saw Delirious in Chikara was after the whole Eye of Tyr thing was destroyed and he was able to talk. And he actually said that 2014 was going to be the end of Ultramantis Black.
Yeah, he said he was going to destroy Ultramantis Black in 2014.
So...
2014 is coming to a close pretty
I believe
here.
this is the end of their season, isn't it?
They have their one last show.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. And then we have a 4 corners tag team elimination match, pitting teams that are being announced at different times throughout the month. We know that the Bacteria is the first team announced. The second team announced is Ashley Remington, Smooth Sailing, partnering with Gentleman Jervis Cottonbelly. The other 2 teams have not been announced yet. And then in the main event of that night, we are going to see the match you just alluded to earlier. 3.0 is going to be going against Mr. Touchdown and Dasher Hatfield, the Throwbacks, defending their Campionist De Parejas.
Very nice.
2 out of 3 falls, as most of the Campionist matches are.
Yep. So we could see retaining Throwbacks or brand new tag champions of 3.0.
Mm-hmm. And then we do know that Tomorrow Never Dies is going to be the final show in this 2014 season of Chikara. It's going to be coming from the old ECW arena, the 2300 arena or whatever it's called, and it's going to be live on iPay-per-view. And if you order now, you get $3 off the price.
Yeah, it's. I actually saw this. The reason it's iPay-per-view is they literally put it on their Facebook page. They're like, hey, if you want this to be an iPay-per-view, you let us know, and if we get enough people saying yes, then we will make it happen. And I think within an hour or 2 of them posting that, they got like at least 2,000-3,000 people to say that yes, we want it, and there you go. See the season finale for.
So it's Chikara's return. It's Chikara's return to, kind of in a way, to being the ultimate place where a lot of guys like Kingston and Icarus are going to say this is where they're going to definitively get rid of the Flood. This is the first match coming out of the old ECW arena since High Noon.
Wow. Which was our first iPay-per-view.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So there you have it. There's the indie news.
Lots of stuff going on. Lots of interesting stuff.
A lot of good matches in the next few weeks here.
Oh, yeah. Indie wrestling is
definitely... Throw all that stuff on top, and the fact that Survivor Series is in the coming weeks, too. There's way too much wrestling to watch.
Yeah. I'll put some links down in the description.
My eyes are going to hurt.
To ROH Wrestling, Chikara Pro. You can go to their events spots. You can check out all the upcoming dates, all the cards. You can keep up with them on Facebook. You can like us on Facebook, and we share a lot of their stuff, so you can keep up to date with all the indie shows that are happening.
Observations.
Yes, he still has his conspiracy theory that CM Punk is the Rock is the Bunny.
Is someone else now too, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. I have it already known. Oh, it's Phil Brooks.
Yes.
No, that's still called bullshit. But before we finish indie news, we did have our brand new indie promotion do their very first show, Lucha Underground,
Yes.
that we did check out. A very interesting feel.
It's got a strange format. I like it. It's very movie-esque.
Very movie-esque. We only had 3 matches, so we'll go through those real quick. First, we opened up with Dario Cuerto, who is kind of their authority figure. He's the one that's brought all these people to the show, and he's trying to find the best fighters in the world to come
Kick
fight
each other's asses.
Yeah, fight in his temple.
Yeah.
And the one that impresses him the most will get a $100,000 signing bonus, which he's got a briefcase full of money. So he kind of sets the tone, and we bring in our first match where we have Blue Demon Jr. taking on Chavo Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, so we have two Lucha Libre legendary families clashing in this match. So basically what you get in this match is classic Lucha Libre.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
too.
I mean...
Blue Demon Jr. repeatedly slaps the shit out of Chavo Guerrero,
Yeah.
too.
Their arena's really loud.
Yeah.
It's very acoustic.
And as much as I like Chavo, there was something oddly satisfying about watching him get slapped twice.
do you have some underlying issues with Chavo?
No,
Just one of those things?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Blue Demon Jr. would get the victory with his sharpshooter with the one-arm trap.
Yeah, it was a
sharpshooter
modified
technique,
sharpshooter against Chavo Guerrero to tap out.
which I didn't expect that to be the finish.
I didn't either.
To be completely honest.
We get...
I don't think Chavo did either, because his one hand was trapped out.
Yeah, he had to like tap this way because he couldn't do anything else. Yeah, so then we get a little bit more kind of a movie feel where we see Dario Cuerto talking to Conan. Conan's bringing in his own guy to face off against Cuerto's acquisition of Johnny Mundo.
Yes.
Formerly known as John Morrison.
A.K.A. Johnny Nitro. A.K.A. John Hennigan from Tough Enough Season 2.
Yeah.
3.
And that
Season 3?
and
2.
Conan's guy, Prince Puma.
Prince Puma. Looks really familiar.
Yeah. The tattoos, I feel like I've seen them somewhere before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these two will be in our main event. But before the main event, we had a match between...
Intergender match.
Yeah.
Which is cool because you watch a lot of Lucha Libre pay-per-views, they do have a lot of intergender matches and intergender tag team matches.
Yeah.
In like AAA and CMLL.
Yeah, which is great. Which is something I wish they'd bring back to WWE because you really get to show off people's styles and ability to wrestle when you put them against people they don't normally face.
Yeah.
But we would get Son of Havoc, very ominous looking guy. He's real short, stocky guy.
Short, very well built, and has a funny mask.
Yeah.
That looks like a beanie pulled over his head with holes cut in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not buying that this guy's a real lucha.
No?
No.
Yeah. Well, he'd be taking on a female luchador known as Sexy Star, who...
She definitely lived up to the sexy portion of her name.
Yeah, she did. So, real quickly, Sexy Star would lose to Son of Havoc.
To a crunchy backbreaker.
Yeah. Very, very physical finish to this match. But our main event was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Prince Puma taking on Johnny Mundo.
Talk about wow.
Just all out. That was straight up
They had like a
style
15-minute long match of just everything happening.
It was just an unbelievable match. Johnny Mundo would end up getting the win with a move we know as Starship Pain, which is now called the End of the World. He would get the win. He'd raise Puma's hand. They'd be very respectful. Cuerto would come back out with the briefcase full of money
That Johnny Mundo really wanted.
Yeah. He goes...
Well, he says Johnny Mundo is the one that earned it for winning the main event.
And he takes a step forward, and he closes it, and Mundo goes, okay. He goes, reaches for it, and Cuerto's like, no, you're not getting this.
He starts a little backward shuffle thing with it.
This kind of goes in like a half circle. And then we get Ricky Reyes and...
somebody else.
Another...
I
look up his name, I can't remember.
I call him Chewy Martinez.
He
looks like a Chewy.
They would end up start beating down Mundo and Puma. Then we get the reveal of formerly known as Ezekiel Jackson.
Now Big Rick.
Big Rick comes out and just dominates.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hits that Uranagi slam onto Mundo.
Yeah.
As we go off the air,
And
with Korito saying that, hey, I said I was looking for the greatest fighters around the world, and these guys work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said,
Welcome
I didn't
to
say
Lucha
it was only
Underground.
luchas.
Yeah.
Which
It was pretty obvious then,
Yeah.
at that point.
I wasn't under that impression.
And in a quick backtrack, we did have Cuerto talking to Chavo in the back.
Yeah.
Saying, I thought you'd be able to beat Blue Demon in the very first match. I thought you'd win in my temple. And since you
retire Blue Demon Jr.
Yeah, but since you couldn't do it, I'm going to be having to find someone to do it instead. And when this person comes in, I will not be able to stop him. 1,000 deaths are coming for us.
Maybe coming for us.
Maybe coming for us. So,
Looking at their roster.
Maybe don't go up. Maybe don't attend any of those shows for a little
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. Looking at their roster page, they have a guy named Mil Muertes, which kind of roughly translates to 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, like maskers, 1,000 masks.
Yeah, the amount of 1,000 masks. Who is, for kind of old school TNA fans, was Judas Macias. A.K.A. the brother of Abyss, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
son of James Mitchell, or whatever they wanted
very
to call him.
strange storyline. But
He's the Mexican guy with no eyeballs.
Yeah.
And his manager will be Maxine, under a name I don't remember.
Me either.
But it's
Katarina, or
Katarina,
something like
yeah, something. She's hot. I'm looking forward to it.
Caterpillar.
I'm looking forward.
Caterpillar.
I'm looking forward to way more.
See, it's
Lucha
for the
Underground.
caterpillar.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Lucha Underground,
Do it.
find a way to find it. It's unbelievable.
They play it twice during the week, once in English and once in Spanish.
Yeah, the movie style to it is great. Check it out. Like I said, all of the Ring of Honor, PWG, Chikara posts,
All of them linked.
all in the all
Favorite,
the links
subscribe,
below.
like.
And
Do it.
follow us on Facebook and Twitter. All that's in the description as
He'll
well.
punch you if we don't.
And we're going to be moving on to the midweek wrap up. So before Thomas Wolf
Yeah.
punches, he punches
Just
me.
like that.
We're going to move on to the midweek wrap up.
Because I don't think he's
We'll
subscribed.
see you there.